to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
When the news first broke, people didn't want to believe it. Teyana Taylor, the woman known for her raw honesty, her artistic brilliance, and her emotional transparency, suddenly caught up in whispers of contracts, fake love, and staged relationships. And standing right beside her in the middle of this storm was actor Pierre, a man who many believed had stepped into her life at just the right moment. Together, they had seemed like a love story rising from the ashes of heartbreak. But the leak of a so-called secret deal between the two has left fans questioning everything. Was this romance ever real? Or was it all smoke and mirrors designed to serve purposes far beyond love? For months, the world watched Teyana and Aaron's relationship play out like something out of a movie. After her split from Iman Shumpert, her husband of years and the father of her children, fans were ready to see her heal, to see her find peace again. And Pierre looked like the answer. He was talented, charming, handsome, and, at least in the beginning, seemed deeply invested in her happiness. Their public outings, their playful energy, and those moments where the cameras caught them hand in hand, it all looked so genuine. Social media ate it up. People called them couple goals, saying Teyana deserved this kind of love after everything she had gone through. But not everyone was convinced. Even in those early months, there were whispers. Some fans noticed how perfect it all seemed, almost too polished, like scenes from a script instead of a real relationship. The timing raised eyebrows, too. The way Aaron entered Teyana's life right after her split with Iman felt suspicious to some, like the role of the rebound had been prepared and waiting. Every time paparazzi just happened to catch them out together, more people started questioning whether this was love or something else entirely. Those whispers grew louder when blogs began hinting at inconsistencies. Dates didn't match up. Stories felt rehearsed. Even some of the romantic photos that had gone viral were accused of being staged. Critics began suggesting that Aaron wasn't just a supportive partner, he was a man benefiting from the glow of Teyana's fame. After all, Teyana had already built her empire. Aaron, while talented, was still on the rise. And in Hollywood, rising careers often cling to bigger stars for the push they need. Was this one of those situations? Everything boiled over when the alleged secret deal leaked. Suddenly, the internet was flooded with documents, rumors, and blog posts claiming that Aaron and Teyana had signed an agreement. According to these leaks, their relationship wasn't just about love, it was about strategy. The details were shocking. Supposedly, there were financial terms, PR strategies, and conditions about public appearances. Some claimed that certain red carpet moments and social media posts had been pre-planned months in advance, not out of affection, but out of obligation. The leak spread like wildfire. Fans who once praised their chemistry now felt betrayed. The idea that the very moments they had reposted, liked, and celebrated could have been nothing more than staged performances shattered the illusion. Memes started circulating, painting Aaron as a man cashing in on Teyana's heartbreak. Others mocked Teyana for falling into the Hollywood trap, turning her personal life into a business move. The backlash was swift and unforgiving, but just as many people rushed to defend her. They argued that leaks in Hollywood are often exaggerated or taken out of context. Maybe there was some kind of business arrangement, but did that really mean the love wasn't real? After all, in the entertainment industry, it's not uncommon for relationships to carry PR benefits. That doesn't always mean the feelings aren't genuine. Some fans pointed out that Teyana had always been open about controlling her narrative, about being strategic with her career. Maybe this was just another layer of that. Still, the silence spoke volumes. Teyana didn't rush to deny the rumors. She didn't hop online to clear the air the way she has done in the past with other controversies. Instead, she stayed quiet, and that quiet felt heavy. For her supporters, it meant she didn't owe anyone an explanation. For her critics, it looked like guilt. Aaron's silence only made things worse. The man who had once stood proudly beside her now seemed to fade into the background, leaving fans to wonder whether he had gotten what he wanted and was ready to move on. As the debates raged on, old clips and interviews began resurfacing. Fans dissected every word, every look, searching for hidden signs. One clip of Aaron praising Teyana's artistry was replayed endlessly. some saying it showed genuine admiration, others claiming it sounded rehearsed. A photo of them together at an event was suddenly labeled as contractual instead of romantic. The internet turned into a courtroom, with every moment of their relationship dragged out as evidence. Industry insiders weighed in too. Some said they weren't surprised. Deals like this, they claimed, happen all the time in Hollywood. Relationships are used to boost careers, to soften public images, to sell projects. The line between business and love has always been blurry in celebrity culture. Others, however, insisted this situation felt different, that the leak revealed a level of calculation that was hard to ignore. And when insiders themselves can't agree, the mystery only grows deeper. For Teyana, the stakes go far beyond just another messy internet rumor or fleeting gossip headline. Her entire brand, her public identity, has always been deeply rooted in authenticity. She's been celebrated not just for her talent, but for her transparency. Fans connected with her because she was real. She let them into her world, sharing not just the polished wins, but the vulnerable, raw moments too. Her struggles, her growth, her journey through love, motherhood, and fame. To now be accused of fabricating or manipulating one of the most sacred and personal parts of her life, her relationship, feels like a direct threat to everything she's built. It's not just about drama, it's about trust. And once that's broken, it's nearly impossible to fully repair. For Aaron, the stakes are equally high, but in a different way. He's still shaping his identity in the public eye. A rising actor with momentum, his image is still being formed, and public perception at this stage can either be a launchpad or a landmine. If the narrative becomes that he used Teyana, either for clout, for industry access, or simply as a stepping stone, it could cause a lasting dent in his credibility, both as an artist and as a man. And yet, with all the noise and growing speculation, there's still a cloud of uncertainty hovering over everything. Was there ever a deal? Were the leaks even real? Or is this another instance of the internet twisting shadows into scandal? Until either Teyana or Aaron chooses to speak their truth, the facts remain buried. But one thing is clear: the damage is already in motion. The story has taken root in public consciousness. And regardless of how it ends, their relationship, once admired and believed in by so many, will never be viewed the same again. The question now, the one everyone's asking, is what happens next? What's the next move in a story that's already become so public, so layered, and so emotionally charged? Will Teyana Taylor, known for her strength, vulnerability, and ability to reclaim the narrative on her own terms, finally speak out? Will she address the speculation and shut down the noise the way only she can, authentically, powerfully, and unapologetically? Or will Pierre, now under the harsh spotlight of accusations, step forward to defend himself, to clear his name, and maybe to provide the version of events no one's heard yet? Or will both of them stay silent? Let the whirlwind continue. Let the internet spin stories, build timelines, and assign blame, hoping that eventually the storm will pass on its own. But in the digital age, silence doesn't always protect you. Sometimes it just lets the rumors take deeper root, and the longer the truth stays hidden, the more permanent the damage becomes. Because one thing is already clear: the image of their love, once admired, envied, and deeply believed in, has been cracked. And whether or not it can be repaired is a question only time and truth can answer. In the world of fame and influence, nothing is ever quite what it seems. Behind the curated photos and perfect captions, reality often tells a different story. Love can be real or rehearsed. Emotions can be raw or orchestrated. Even the most magnetic chemistry can, under scrutiny, start to look like performance. What was once seen as a love story for the ages is now being questioned, analyzed, and recast as a possible Hollywood script. And for the fans who rooted for them, who believed in that love, that might just be the most heartbreaking twist of all.